Welcome back to another video, you guys. This is something that we're just going to go ahead and jump straight into. I'm just putting the wig on my head. I've already cut off my ear tabs off camera because it's kind of difficult for me to do it on camera, and I've already melted one side. So as you guys can tell from the title, this is going to be a wig install and styling on this HD lace wig. This is a body wave wig that I had dyed jet black, and it is freshly blown out, but you guys can see how well it melts. I think moving forward, the next time that I do an install specifically with an HD lace wig, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the bald cap method. So I'm just using the Got2b freeze spray. This method is going to be completely glueless, so of course this is my adhesive as choice, but feel free to use whatever it is that you're comfortable using, whether it be the spray or the actual gel itself. I'm going to be taking my blow dryer and I'm going to be blow drying that on the cool setting. You guys will see me kind of feathering the comb throughout the hairline, just because with the freeze spray, when you do spray it on the hair, it does get hard, and I'm just trying to minimize having like a crunchy hairline. So that's why I just kind of run my comb through it back and forth while I am blow drying it. And then of course I'm just going to go ahead and cut off the lace, and anything that I feel like didn't lay down as good, I just put a little bit more of the freeze spray on my finger and then just applied it to the little edges of the corners that didn't quite lay down how I wanted them to. And that's pretty much all there is to it. I'm going to be doing the exact same thing to the other side of my head. Okay, now that I'm finished with that, I'm going to go ahead and do my edges. If you prefer to do a no baby hair install, then you can definitely stop at this point. Feel free to go in with like any water or rubbing alcohol to remove like any residue from the freeze spray if you have any. I did go ahead and do that before I started doing this step. You can apply any of your foundation powder, pressed powder along the hairline, you know, whatever you have to do to get it, you know, to how you want it to look. So now I'm going to be going in with some mousse to go ahead and do my edges. Now I was trying something new, you guys, a new method that I've been seeing here on YouTube just to see if it would work better for me. I'm still not a professional when it comes to doing my edges, but I do be trying. So you don't have to do them how I chose to do mine, of course, but I was just trying something new here, so you guys will just kind of see my little trial and error process. Show you guys how it is that I do my wand curl, since I had got a lot of requests to go ahead and show you guys how it is that I did that in one of my previous videos. I don't use a wand curler. I honestly just use this curling iron. I've never bought a wand curler. I've had this one for almost 4 years. Go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with the bottom part. Think about this much. It doesn't have to be like a big chunk or anything like that, and you're just going to use the curling iron just as you would a wand. So I'm going to face it down, and then I'm gonna just be wrapping the hair around it, and I'm making sure to curl around my face. Now that's very important for the type of like waves that I'm going for. Once I get closer to the top, I will curl in another direction. So yeah, this is pretty much all that I do, you guys. I'm just gonna leave it probably for like 15 seconds and then just let it fall. I don't use any products on my hair, especially not when I do these curls. I like for them to just be nice and fluffy. And this is what we're left with here. A nice bouncy wand curl. So that's pretty much all that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be taking the same amount of sections. I want some consistency. Make sure to comb through it. Same thing, so I face it down and then I just wrap it around, and I'm curling away from my face right now. So I'm not gonna start curling way up here. I'm gonna go like almost halfway down the hair, and that's where I'm gonna place my curling iron, and then I'm gonna start to just wrap it around from there. The higher you go up closer to the root of the hair, the tighter the curl is gonna be, and I don't want really, really tight curls, so I stop it about halfway down, and then I just kind of let it do its thing. last section in the front, I'm just going to divide that because these are going to be my last 2 curls. And then once I get to the front, specifically on these 2 curls that are going to be like near my face, I'm going to curl towards my face. So I'm not curling away anymore. I actually flip the direction of the hair and I curl it going on the inside instead of away from my face. Just like that. So I'm going to do that to this last curl in the front and then we will be done. Okay, not sure what happened to the little footage before this, but basically to fluff out these curls, I'm just doing what you guys see me doing, and I'm just gonna run my comb like through the hair and then I'm gonna take it out. So I'm not physically brushing them completely out. I'm just kind of sort of fluffing them. And that is simply because I want them to just drop naturally. Welcome back to my channel. So I do hope that you guys enjoyed the prior clip. For those of you who want to see me show you guys more of how it is that I do my installs, but that was previously recorded. I try to be as informative as possible when I do my hair review videos. That way, you know, all the information is there for you. This is how their hair comes packaged. Now, you guys will notice that I literally just got a 28-inch wig from them. I have that video here on my channel if you guys want to go ahead and check that out. And I love that wig and I love this hair even more. Don't ask me to like compare the two and which one do I like better. I love them both, but I like this one even better because of the fact that it's an HD lace wig. By the way, these curls are probably like, I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5 days old. I love when they drop and get really, really loose like this. So yeah, they had my wig inside of this plastic bag here. They did provide 2 brown wig caps. They also have provided an elastic band, and because I didn't need it for this wig, this will come in handy if I should ever need it for any of my other wigs. And then lastly, if I don't use these for hair, I always use these for other things. These come in really handy. So this is just their little satin bag packaging. As far as the shipping, you guys, they did ship this hair through FedEx, and I believe it got to me in about 3 to 4 days, probably 3 days. I'm not 100% sure. Is their 13x6 HD lace wig. I have it in 24 inches. The density on this wig is 200% density, and then because you do get to choose your cap size, I went ahead and got mine in a size small. Now, what I will say about Westkiss here when it comes to their wig, being that I've had a 6x6 lace closure wig from them, and then a 28-inch wig from them, and now this being my 3rd unit from them, their wigs do run pretty true to size. So some things that I feel like you guys should know. So this particular wig only comes in 18, 20, 22, and 24. So I have it in 24 inches, and this is the longest that this wig comes in. And then I don't know if it kind of helps you guys out, or if you guys don't mind me telling you guys how much like the hair costs. I'll go ahead and tell you that for a 13x6 HD body wave wig, 24 inches, 200% density, it was $313 exactly. One thing I will say about HD lace, just from my little experience of this being like my 2nd unit, is that HD lace is really good in terms of it being able to blend in with like any skin tone. Be sure to insert a clip here on the screen so you guys can know exactly what I'm talking about. But for this unit, it is advertised as having small invisible knots. Now, the knots are not completely invisible, but they are small enough to where you don't have to go in and bleach your knots if you don't want to. The good thing about this type of Swiss HD lace is that it will literally blend in with any skin tone. I know that that's the whole thing with transparent lace, but honestly, in my experience, transparent lace, I have to do a little bit more work to it, especially with me being this skin tone, to make it look a little bit nicer. With this HD lace, it is definitely transparent, so that means that you can go in and tint it, you can go in with your powder foundation, you can go in with pressed powder or just regular foundation, whatever method you do to get your lace to blend to your skin tone. Once you go ahead and do that to this lace, it will just blend so seamlessly. The quality of this lace, you guys, yes, it's perfect, but I will go ahead and say that it is very delicate. When it was on my mannequin head, obviously the parts that I had to cut off were the parts that kind of like ripped and had a tear in it. I'm putting my little wig pins in it and whatnot. So that's just something to keep in mind if you're going to be like gluing down your unit, because it takes a little bit more effort to take off glue versus, you know, the free spray. This will just come off with water. You just want to be careful not to be too rough with the lace, because I can definitely see this lace like possibly like ripping if you're too rough with it. So it's not, I'm not trying to scare you guys and say like, oh, your lace is going to rip, but if you be too rough with it, like because of this lace being so thin, that could be a possibility. The quality of this hair is great, you guys. Like, I absolutely wholeheartedly mean that. Like, this hair is just so nice and lightweight, but it's the perfect fullness. As you can see, I'm running my fingers straight through it. I barely get any shedding with this hair. I'm not gonna say it doesn't shed at all, but I barely get any shedding. I just want to make sure I came back to tell you guys about the hair before I wrapped up this video. And if you are not already aware, I am doing a giveaway on my channel in case you want to go ahead and enter, because I'm giving away some pretty good prizes and I'm picking a total of 3 winners. I have that giveaway video linked down below, and all the instructions are in the description box of that particular video. The giveaway is not ending until February 10th, so you have plenty of time to enter it if you choose to. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.